Greetings to you all who are listening to this reflection for Friday of the second Sunday of Lent. My name is Sipuka, the Bishop of Mthatha. The first reading and the Gospel are put together today for their obvious similarity. They both speak about the rejection of an offer meant well. Jacob sent the baby son of his old age to go and check on his brothers in the grazing fields because he was concerned about them. In verse 13, which has been omitted in today's first reading, we are told about the motive of Jacob to send Joseph to his brothers. I quote, "Go now, see if it is well with your brothers and with the flock, and bring me word," unquote. But what did the brothers do when they saw Joseph coming? They plotted to kill him. A gesture of love and care is responded to by rejection. Similarly, in the Gospel, God, after noticing how his chosen people had lost the way, kept sending prophets to remind them of his purpose about them. Still, they kept rejecting such reminders by killing the prophets, and they even killed the son he had sent. Another gesture of love responded to by rejection. Though these readings are similar, when you look closely at them, there is a difference. In the first reading, there is a gradual change of heart from the intention to kill Joseph to letting him live. While they had initially intended to kill him, they gradually relented, first deciding to put him in a dry well, but realizing that he would die there, they agreed to sell him to the passing traders on their way to Egypt. On the other hand, when we look at the Gospel, the evil of the workers in the vineyard is incremental. There is no sign of it decreasing. They trash one servant, they kill another one, and they stone the other servant. And when the son is finally sent, they intentionally kill him. It gets worse and worse. During this time of Lent, we are invited to move from badness to goodness, to move from sin to holiness. But being used to our sins, it is perhaps not likely that we will abandon our sin completely and immediately. But in the light of today's first reading, let us listen to the voice inside of us that is inviting us to reduce or to temper our evil, because that could be the journey towards eventually abandoning evil. If our sinful behavior and attitude cannot stop immediately during this time of Lent, at least it must not increase, it must decrease. We must decrease in badness and increase in goodness. Let us follow the instinct to embrace good intentions and good actions, even if those intentions and actions are not yet perfect. Let us, during this time of Lent, be incremental in doing what is good and decremental in doing what is bad, so that by the time the period of Lent comes to an end, we will be more characterized by good than by evil. Let us avoid the stubbornness of heart to stick to what is evil, as the tenants in the gospel parable did. During this period of Lent, we ask God to help us to be incremental in what is good and decremental in what is bad. Incremental in what is true and decremental in lies and falsity. Incremental in what is just and decremental in what is unfair and unjust. Incremental in what is worthy and decremental in what is vanity. Incremental in what is pure and decremental in what is vile and despicable. Incremental in what is life-giving and decremental in what is death-dealing. Incremental in being kind and generous and decremental in meanness and lack of consideration for others. May this period of Lent be a grace moment for us to increase in goodness and decrease in badness. God bless you.